Today we're making a SZA. That was terrible. Oh, I gotta work on I gotta do vocal warm-ups. Today we're making a SZA cake. I'm so excited. She's one of my favorite artists. So I decided for the SZA cake, I wanted to do those piped, vintage, like girly heart cakes. I just feel like it's screaming SZA. But of course, in the green scheme. And why green instead of blue? I felt like it might be the superior album. It's more classic, so I felt like we have to go with classic SZA, and classic SZA is shades of green. Can you argue with me?
I don't want to argue.
So I decided to make some cake batter. Of course, one second, using our cake mix. And I dyed it this time, so I did like a light green, almost like a pistachio green color. And I thought this would be so fun, so when you cut it, you see the inside of the cake. It's green, it matches the outside. So I baked my cakes in an 8-inch tin. And then we're gonna carve out the shapes. You wanna make sure your cake is completely cold, as usual. If you love it, put it in your freezer and let it alone.
Let it alone?
Leave it alone. Leave it alone, not let it alone. My grammar's poor. So to make the heart, all you're gonna do is stack up your cake as you normally would. So you're gonna do cake, buttercream, cake, and that's it. We're not gonna do too tall, and we're gonna cut the sides. This way we don't waste any cake. You don't even need a heart pan. And you're gonna use that extra cake. Don't eat it. Don't eat it, Joe. I saw you grabbing for it, Joe. No eating. You're gonna use the extra pieces and put it on the top of the cake. And this is gonna create the perfect heart shape. So now you're gonna frost as you normally would. Just frost the outside white. Make sure you're keeping that heart shape. You wanna work slow. Make sure you're happy with everything. So once your cake is all frosted and white, it's looking sharp, you're gonna work on your color scheme. And again, I wanted to do like shades of green. So I used gel food coloring. Always use gel food coloring. I recommend Americolor. And create different shades of green. You wanna do like a monochromatic. So I frosted the outside in this, I don't even know what color you would say this. I guess pistachio kind of vibe, minty kind of vibe in the color. And then I piped the border. The piping tips I'm using is mostly 1M or a 2D Wilton tip, but you can use any piping tip you wish. I am not a pro piper. I was not born in the 50s. I am not that old. I feel like it's a little outdated piping. I do like it for this trend, but I'm not the pro piper. But I'm good enough at it. And the secret is going slow and just enjoy the process. You're gonna do that all around the perimeter of the top and bottom. And at this point, there's honestly no rules to where you put the piping, what color to do. I just looked at a bunch of inspiration photos and just decided what I liked and didn't like. So at this point, you should have fun with it. Don't think twice about it. Just listen to your SZA and just pipe. Boop, 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 boop. What a perfect representation! And since this cake is inspired by the Control, on the album cover, if you're a Control fan, you know there's TVs or like computer, I don't know if they're computer or TVs. I decided to make them out of fondant and I placed those on the cake. And I did like some hanging wires, because again, it gotta look dirty, gotta look messed up. SZA screams butterflies, especially in her Good Days music video. So I decided to use some butterflies on the cake. I also did mushrooms. I feel like mushrooms are very SZA, you know? And then I decided in the middle of the cake, just in case it's not SZA enough, I put Control, the album title. And that's the final product. I absolutely loved making this SZA cake. Who should I do next? Bad Bunny, Beyonce, Summer Walker, Jasmine Sullivan, Drake, OVO, who else? Future, 21, Travis Scott, Utopia. Let me know, comment your favorite artists below, and we'll see who gets the most vote and do them next.